occupied by the members of Daesh. The columnist opined that Syrian troops will use the same tactics as in the Battle of Aleppo. They will take part of the city as a starting point and begin to liberate the territory house by house, neighborhood by neighborhood. The entire operation can take months. Terrorists have nowhere to retreat, so they will fight to the end. However, it is too early to talk about the end of the war in Syria. I doubt that immediately after the taking of Deir ez-Zor the war ended in Syria, said Anatoly Tsiganok, head of the Military Forecasting Center. In the country there are a large number of Syrians who support Daesh. There are other terrorist groups. There will be demonstrations of violence even in the next 2 or 3 years, but as the experience of creating security zones has shown, it is possible to stop the shots, he added. The Syrian government is likely to expand these areas after the victory in Deir ez-Zor, particularly in Idlib, a considerable part of which remains under the control of the Nusra Front, a terrorist group proscribed in several countries, including Russia, which with more than 15,000 combatants in Syria, according to Igor Korobov, head of the Central Intelligence Directorate of the General Staff of the Russian Armed Forces. We should not relax or ignore the areas where terrorists are concentrated. The specialist recalled the example of Palmyra, which was taken over by the terrorists when government troops concentrated on the liberation of Aleppo. After the liberation of the besieged troops, besiegers have become besieged, as happened to Nazi troops in Stalingrad in World War II. The terrorists keep control of some neighborhoods, but they have nowhere to escape nor how to receive supplies with which their end would be close. The Russian Defense Ministry has pointed out that the Syrian Army offensive has been backed by Russian aviation and cruise missiles launched from the frigate Esin, located in the Mediterranean. In turn, it has reported that 50 jihad movies, armored of the terrorists with whom they tried to immolate and resist, have been destroyed. Following the defeats in Aleppo, Palmyra, Raqqa, and Mosul, Iraq, the ISIS is about to be eliminated from Syria if Deir ez-Zor were completely conquered. According to Sergei Rudskoy, chief of the main operational command of the Russian Armed Forces General Staff, in August, the Islamic State had 9,000 active members in the center and border areas with Iraq. When it falls, Deir ez-Zor, the terrorist nightmare of the ISIS, will be completely eliminated from Syria.
دير الزور ترحب بك. هاي سب الحدود الإدارية للدير.
عليهم